I've said I can't be clearer than that. We haven't changed our position. You can play word games, Michael. Nothing has changed. Stage 3, they are legislated tax cuts. Our policy on that hasn't changed. When a politician makes a commitment before an election, they keep it, and I intend to do just that.
More than 100. That's how many times Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has assured the Australian public Labor wouldn't mess with the Stage 3 tax cuts legislated by the previous coalition government.
Well, we haven't changed our position on that. There's ongoing debate about the impact of those tax cuts.
But then on Wednesday, this happened.
Anthony Albanese promised, assured, guaranteed and confirmed time and time again that he wouldn't touch Stage 3 tax cuts. But now it looks like he will.
We all knew it was coming. We've been talking about it for days. In some ways, Labor didn't have a choice. Australians, particularly low and middle income wage earners, are hurting. The skyrocketing cost of living is their number one concern. They're forking out more for basics like groceries, fuel and rent. The government had to provide relief, and fast. Doing it by changing the way workers are taxed without messing with how much it'll cost the budget works on paper. It means people keep more of their income at a time when it really matters. But what it represents is infinitely more complex.
This solution that Anthony Albanese has put forward may actually work for him in the short term.
Dennis Shanahan is the Australian's national editor.
It may actually start to draw back some lower to middle income earners who have been attracted by Peter Dutton's promises to help lower to middle income families, people in the regions, people in the suburbs. This is what Anthony Albanese is trying to do, particularly with the Dunkley by-election in mind. It also may work in wedging the coalition, in saying that the coalition is then opposed to tax cuts for people on lower incomes. But in the longer term, there will be deep damage done to the betrayal of faith, which it will be seen as. And it doesn't matter how it is described, it is a broken promise. It's just this idea that the politicians can't be trusted when they talk to you about tax.
Dennis has been covering politics for 50 years, and he says this is up there with some of the major political U-turns he's seen in his time. There was Julia Gillard's promise